Hello, welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to learn list, which is one of the data type in Dart programming, and map method to operate on list. In Dart, list is an array, which is collection of variables or objects. List can be of fixed length or growable length, depends on our app need. List can be given like for example in growable with keyword list, variable names, and list with parenthesis, or it can be given like this with square bracket, and it can be initialized with the values. In case of fixed length, the length of list can be given with the digit or number in the parenthesis. Map method or function. The map method is applied over an object which itself is a collection of variables or objects such as list, set. For example, here it is names.map, where names is a list which we have created in previous PPT. It is used to iterate through each element of the collection. Map applies desired function on each element and produce new result, which is collection. Now we will write code that will demonstrate list and map function. So I'll start from the scratch. As usual, we'll select location for our project or app and give app name, which will create default code. We select that default code and delete it, and in run app we pass material app, which has home property, and in home we pass class name. For example, here I'm creating home again with capital H, because class has to be with capital letter. Using again I'll create stateful class. It's up to you, you can use stateless as well. So this is the classes, stateful widget classes are created. Now before that I'll create app bar, write code for app bar in the scaffold, that is in the return of build function. So I have written this code, I execute it, so app bar is displayed. Now I'll create list just before that is at the start of the class with list as a keyword, and in it is list of string, so I have to mention it exclusively, that is the string with identifier, for example names, and in square bracket I'll write some names, for example Rohit, Virat, like that. So this is the list of string is created. Now I can access list of element in and display it on my screen, mobile screen. So I'll have to write code for body. In the body I wanted to display in a column, so I'll use column widget, which will have children's list of widget. So now I want to display one name at a time in a column fashion, so I'll use map function, that is used by like names dot map, and this function will call or use another function to display. I want to display the names, so I have to use text widget inside map function. Okay, so So that I'll create one function that doesn't require name. The function will take name as a parameter, that is each name from the names list. So I'm using, you can use anything. I'm using name as a parameter or argument to the function, and in function body I am returning, because this function will return a widget, that is text, which will display text on the screen, or each element on the screen. So that text is nothing but the argument which is passed, it is name. Correct. Now it will, map function will create collection. So exclusively I have to write at the end of my function, that is after parenthesis, dot to list, because I have to convert exclusively this, all this text widgets into a list, collection of widgets. So dot to list. So once I select dot to list function or method which operates on the result and create a list. Now once I execute this one, it will produce list of names or display list of names on the screen. So it is displayed. I can change font by using style and text style inside return or inside the text widget. So it will increase font. Now this return has a single line code, that is text widget written in a single line or small code. So when in this case, when it is a small code, we can convert it into the arrow function or write by arrow functions. So for example, I will show it over here. I comment this code and again children, and inside it names dot map. So it will show arrow function which is null. So in place of null, I'll copy and paste previous code, that is the text line. Now the map, that default E is to be replaced by name. Now if again at the end of map function, I have to mention dot to list method or apply dot to list method. Now once you run this, there won't be any error. Output will be as it is same. We are not changing output, we are changing only the style of writing code. So this is the code or demonstration of using list and map method.